But the reason we're not playing is simple. A lockout is the ultimate economic weapon. Let me repeat that. A lockout is the ultimate economic weapon. In a $10 billion industry, the owners have made a conscious decision to use this weapon against the greatest asset they have, the players. But the group won't be intimidated. I've seen more unity over the last few years than at any time in our recent history. Our guys care deeply about the game, care deeply about the fans, and care deeply about our player fraternity. And they are focused on improving the rights and benefits for today's generation of player and for the generations to come.
Press conference in which I am going to cancel some regular season games.
We came into these negotiations understanding that the landscape across the game has changed and that more young players more than ever are entering the game and producing at high levels than we've ever seen before.
A former player, as a fan, for our game, today is a sad day. We came to Florida to navigate or to negotiate for a fair collective bargaining agreement. Despite meeting daily while here in Florida, there is still work that needs to be done.
The players came here for 9 days. They worked hard. They tried to make a deal, and I appreciate their effort. Our committee of club representatives committed to the process. They offered compromise after compromise and hung in past the deadline to make sure that we exhausted every possibility of reaching an agreement before the cancellation of games.
We as players wanted to address that and obviously raise their level of compensation up relative to league revenues so that better reflected that compensation level. And so as we navigated through the process, we still feel that there's dollars to be allocated towards them that would fairly compensate their contributions on the field more so than what's on the table at this point. And as players, we recognize that and continue to fight for those guys, that it's not about Andrew or me in the free agent level, that it's us as the free agents looking backwards and realizing that we need to allocate more of those resources to them. And talking to all the guys over here and understanding that we were fighting together as one, we all understood the problems that were within the game that needed to be corrected. And together, we all together believed in what we were fighting for, and all the way to the end here, of making sure that everybody understood what we were trying to accomplish and that everybody wanted to accomplish the same goals for everybody. Of seeing things that have happened over the course, specifically of this last CBA, things that have happened to different players that has made us outraged in certain situations, that we absolutely have to have corrections, and that's why we feel necessary to be able to continue this fight.
So far, the parties have failed to achieve their mutual goal of reaching an agreement. The unfortunate thing, maybe the most unfortunate thing, is that agreement, the one we've offered to our players, offered huge benefits for our fans and for our players. We have listened to the Players Association throughout the process. A primary goal of the Players Association has been to increase pay for younger players. I said in Orlando, and I'll say it again, we agree and share that goal.
It's against that backdrop of growing revenues and record profits for owners in the league that players seek and deserve nothing more than fundamental fairness. Players want to play. We all know that. But the reason we're...
If you don't want to get benched this season, don't strike out. Hit that like button, swing at the subscribe button, and hit a home run on that notification bell. Thank you for watching the Improbable Podcast. Have an incredibly awesome rest of your day.